Hi my friends and everybody. Welcome to GMK World Channel. This is Gundam Universe Session. Today, we will present to the 15 best Gundam anime. The Gundam series, created in 1979 by Yoshiyuki Tomino, is one of the highest-grossing media franchises of all time. It's estimated to have generated a total of $20 billion. It spawned numerous TV series, movies, manga, and video games, and an entire industry of plastic Gundam models known as Gunpla. Gunpla, on its own, makes up 90% of Japanese character plastic model sales. And this is the 15 best Gundam anime. Number 15. Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin. 6 episodes, and then a 13-episode version of the OVA. When viewers turned into Mobile Suit Gundam, they entered a mid-war and its aftermath. How it all came to pass was revealed 20 years later in the manga Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin. It was another decade or so until the anime version of the story came out. Origin recounts the death of Zeon Zundekin, the escape of his children to Earth, and the rise of military might by the Principality of Zeon. The 13-episode series delves deep into the manga's origin tale and focuses on Deacon's children and the events that lead to the declaration of war. It's a good starting point to get a feel for the world of the Universal Century. Number 14. Turn A Gundam. 50 episodes and 2 movies. Turn A Gundam takes place on an Earth that once traveled the spaceways but gave it up. Now, centuries later, its population is a society at peace with a World War I steampunk level of technology. Then, 3 teens in Gundam suits come to Earth. Part of a forgotten moon colony, they require resources to survive, let alone return, in order to prevent a new war from brewing. Though not part of the original Gundam timeline, the plot and protagonists have drawn positive reviews from viewers. Number 13. Gundam Age. 49 episodes and 1 OVA. Yet another Gundam adventure where a universal peace is interrupted by the unknown enemy, Yui. Here, Flitasuno, one of the victims of the Yui, is given a family heirloom, an Age device memory unit. The device allows Flit to build a mobile suit. One that can help the colonies survive further attacks. What makes Gundam Age different is it focuses on 3 time periods. When we first meet Asuno, he's a kid. Later, once the suit is built, an adult Asuno pilots it to help save humanity. In the last part, we see the protagonist as a great-grandfather. On top of the interesting story, the character designs are some of the best in the franchise. Number 12. Mobile Suit Victory Gundam. 51 episodes. The main reason to watch this series, released in 1993, is it was the last one based in the Universal Century timeline. Another reason to watch Mobile Suit Victory Gundam is it's a coming-of-age story that anime writers and directors do quite well. Set about 100 years after the One-Year War, the Earth comes under attack by the Bepsa. These are the space forces connected to the Zanskar Empire. 2 teens are thrown into the war when they encounter a Bepsa pilot in their peaceful European town. Eventually, they join Earth's resistance movement to pilot the Victory Gundam and win their freedom. Number 11. Char's Counterattack. 1 anime film. This movie, based in the Universal Century timeline, has a few monumental moments. First, it ended the rivalry between Zeon's Char Aznable and Earth's Amuro Ray. In addition, it became the first film in the Gundam series to feature computer graphics. Set about 15 years after the One-Year War, Char returns to Neo Zeon in time to launch an asteroid attack on Earth. Meanwhile, Amuro, equipped with a Psycho Frame new Gundam, secretly works with Char and others to establish a peace treaty. Yet, things go awry, and Amuro uses his new Gundam to defeat Char and Neo Zeon. Number 10. Gundam Build Fighters. 5 episodes and 1 32-minute follow-up. Gundam Build Fighters is unique among most Gundam anime because it takes place in a world very similar to our own. It occurs in the near future when the Gunpla model craze has escalated into the ability to build and pilot one's own mobile suit. These Gunpla battles culminate in an annual global tournament. The main characters say, a Gunpla builder, partners with a skilled pilot named Ryaichi. The two of them hope to take on the Gunpla Battle World Championship. While Gundam Build Fighters is, in a way, just an attempt to sell more Gundam plastic models, it also has a lot of heart. You can tell it was created by the same people who grew up loving the original Gundam series. Number 9. After War Gundam X. 39 episodes. Unfortunately, After War Gundam X didn't receive an English localization until 2016, decades after its original 1996 release in Japan. Therefore, it's probably one of the most underrated Gundam series. That's a shame, because it brings a lot of interesting new ideas to the franchise. It features a post-apocalyptic Earth set in the after-war timeline. Following a devastating war, mobile suits have made their way to civilian hands, and it's up to a few unlikely heroes to keep the planet from falling into chaos once again. Number 8. Ironblooded Orphans. 50 episodes. Ironblooded Orphans is one of the darker entries in the Gundam franchise. Over the course of its 50 episodes, it deals with heavy themes such as slavery, child soldiers, and neo-colonialism. 300 years after a conflict known as the Calamity War, humans colonized Mars. However, many Martian nations live in poverty and entirely depend on Earth's powers. The plot begins when Martian noblewoman Cordelia Bernstein hires a security company to transport her to Earth, where she hopes to negotiate the independence of her nation of Christ. The Earth military attacks them, and all seems lost until the hero, Orphan Mikazuki August, enters the battle piloting an ancient repaired Gundam. The quick, natural pace of the action and the instantly likable cast of characters make this one to check out. Number 7. Gundam Wing. 49 episodes. While it was the 6th installment in the overall Gundam franchise, Gundam Wing is probably the first exposure most people in the US had to the series. It found much greater success there than in Japan, and was the entry that popularized Gundam in the West. The writing and pacing might not stand up to either the more classic Gundam series or the more polished anime that followed, but it remains a favorite of many American fans. Number 6. Gundam Seed. 50 episodes, 1 OVA. Gundam Seed was a modern attempt to take everything that worked from the popular Gundam Wing and the classic Gundam series and turn it into a modern classic. While a commendable effort, it failed to deliver precisely that. The sequels to Seed failed to live up to this potential. However, Seed itself remains a triumph in animation, and it's a great place for new fans looking for a standalone entry. What better way to immerse oneself in Gundam lore than to dive right in? Number 5. Gundam Unicorn. 22 episodes, 7 OVA installments. Originally a novel by Haritoshi Fukui, Gundam Unicorn was adapted into a 7-episode series in 2010 and wrapped up in 2014. It served as the final entry into the original Universal Century timeline, in which the original 79 series took place. The story takes place 16 years after the One-Year War, just as humans begin to colonize space. An anti-Federation group destroys a residential space station. Then Banner Lynx, an apparently typical boy, enters the conflict when he realizes his connection to a dangerous item called Laplace's box. Gundam Unicorn has some of the highest production value in the entire franchise, and the spectacle alone makes it worth the watch. Number 4. Mobile Suit Gundam The 08 MS Team. 12 episodes and 1 anime film. This 12-episode series was released between 1996 and 1999 and took place only a month after the beginning of the original Gundam series. It followed the exploits of an Earth Federation ground unit during the events of the One-Year War. The central conflict is a guerrilla war between the Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon. Shiro, the new commander of the 08 Mobile Suit Team, has orders to eradicate Zeon's base. But he soon finds out that the last hope of Zeon is someone he knows, and the two of them have to choose what's more important. A unique entry into the original Gundam timeline, the 08 MS Team offers fans a more personal story and well-rounded characters. Number 3. Mobile Suit Gundam. 43 episodes, 3 films, and a follow-up film. This is the one. The progenitor. The beginning of all Gundam to come. Released in 1979, Mobile Suit Gundam sparked a whole new era in mecha anime. The original series had a 43-episode run, but there's also a compressed movie trilogy with improved audio quality available for fans to enjoy. The plot primarily focuses on the rivalry between Federation pilot Amuro and Zeon pilot Char. Both are the best pilots for their people, and they have an iconic relationship that several Gundam series have since tried to replicate. While some parts may not have aged perfectly, it is the quintessential Gundam experience. Number 2. Mobile Suit Gundam 00. 50 episodes and 3 OVA. Gundam 00 centers on the paramilitary organization Celestial Being. They are the only people in the world who have Gundams. They seek to use their powers to eradicate war on a global level. The series sports extremely high animation quality. It was also the first Gundam series to be animated in high definition. Despite its positive critical reception for its visuals and narrative momentum, Gundam 00 had lower than average ratings. Luckily, it did well on commercial DVD sales. It's been called everything Gundam should be and is a great place for new fans to join the series. Number 1. Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. 50 episodes, 3 anime films. One of the few examples of a sequel transcending its source material, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam takes what made the original series tremendous and makes it better. Set 7 years after the One-Year War, it follows the new protagonist Camille Biden. It tackles difficult subjects like the gray area between good and evil and the consequences of a massive war. It's highly recommended you view the original series before jumping into the sequel. But know that good things await. Finally, this is Gundam Universe Session. Thanks for watching. For news and more information, please subscribe our GMK World channel.